So, hi there everybody. Yeah, it's time for me to comment on the comments again. So let's see, where did we finish? Last time we finished with this comment by Manji about "That's great, sir, launching another mode of interaction. Thanks. Wish we could converse with you." Okay, so let's start then. So Ronan, I do not want to meddle in your business. Well, the video is called Meddle, but I would like to ask you, how far are you from 105,000? I think it's something like 104,700, something like that, and things are going at about 550 new subs a week. So I think maybe late on Sunday, early on Monday. And then Ronan says, great to Muck. So thank you for watching Muck, Ronan. And whoops. Okay. So this is Neog. Teacher, I've just realized I made a mistake there. Instead of using has, I used have. Okay. So I said, it's great to see you using this new format. Neog says, yeah, teacher, I absolutely love this new format. So, Gangster, hi there, Gangster, great to have you watching. And Mohammed, diligently, attentively, yes, that's good. And Yo says, the best coach in English. Okay, thank you. I'm sure there are lots of other coaches out there who would disagree. So Neog says, yeah, teacher, you are very right about me using, I like this, me using, stuff incorrectly. I've looked it up on the internet, and it turns out the word stuff is uncountable. I mean, it's inherently plural, so it can never be stuffs. I might not use s at the end of the word, not in, at. Teacher, you are simply amazing. Would that I have the wherewithal. I would have purloined your knowledge from your brain and fixed it unto mine. I would be the smartest of them all. Okay, I probably better would that I had purloined, yeah? Would that I have, I suppose, is okay. And fixed it into mine. That unto's a bit formal. Okay, Evanilson. So basically, hackneyed, that's the name of the video, is an idea or phrase that's been used too much, so many times that it becomes unoriginal and starts, you need an S, lacking significance. It loses meaning. And we can see it nowadays in movies. For example, movies about love, about war, etc. There are a lot of them. Yeah, a hackneyed phrase, something that's used again and again till it's just boring and cliched. So, Ronan has been watching Quench, and he says the best. So, Elsin Medetov. Wow, this I'm going to need someone to translate. Allah kan sagligi versin bu yuada. I don't know. I get the feeling this is in Turkish. I'm sure this word is Allah, and I'm sure it's a really nice thing. So please, somebody out there, would you translate it for me? Okay, I think this is actually the translation. Thanks for your efforts for trying to explain all the meanings, plural, of the word. God bless you. Yeah, there were a lot of meanings to swill. Mohammed, in order to chime in, solving a certain problem between two people, you have to be heuristic enough. Yeah, that works very well, Mohammed. Good. And Roland, as a result of today's feverish desire for, not of, instant gratification, satisfaction, many people tend to give up their endeavours if they cannot see the immediate outcome of their works. Disappointment is highly likely to swill out their pale efforts. Swill out, yes, I might use swill away, but swill out certainly works. So that's pretty good. Just this preposition here, Roland. Okay, Mr. Mifras from Sri Lanka. Let's see. My sir, could you please tell me which phrase do I want to use? Where should I do place at and in here. So where should I place in and at here? Okay, let me just get this absolutely right. Okay. So, at or in. When I was studying history in my school, I learned everything about Sri Lankan history. In my school, I guess you could use in. It's not my favourite preposition, but it certainly works. When I was studying history at my school, I learned everything about Sri Lankan history. So, at my school sounds better. I personally would prefer it without my, in school and at school, and those both go better because in school would mean while I was getting my education. In my, it says the specific one. At school is more general. When I was studying in my school, there was a civil war in Sri Lanka, and a very nasty one it was. When I was studying at my school, there was a civil war in Sri Lanka. These work as well. Again, I would prefer without my. When I was studying maths in the classroom, the teacher told me to bring the maths book. Definitely, that's correct. When I was studying at the maths classroom, the teacher told me to bring the maths book. This one at the classroom, I would probably say was studying at the maths class without the room. And that at means you're at an activity. He's at work, he's at home, he's at the cinema, doing an activity in a place. Well, you are in a classroom as well, but I would say in the classroom. So this last one, I don't really like the at, Mohammed. Okay, so Maria Mikkonen, thank you. Okay, attrition, wearing things down. Okay, Hadi. Hello, I used to read Mills and Boon's novel. So, I used to read it's actually Mills, I think it's Mills and Boon, as opposed to Mill and Boon's. I used to read Mills and Boon novels. These are romances, a long time ago. There I came across this word, swill, for the first time, only with its bite-sized use for already washed kitchen utensils, putting them under tap water again to make sure these are finally clean. But the way you described its use in multiple contexts, multiple plural, is commendable. I wash my mouth, but I never know how to describe my action of taking a mouthful of water, moving it round, and throwing it in just one word, and I would say, and spitting it out in just one word. Now I can because of you. You swill your mouth out with a bit of water. So, Mohammed, there's a thing most of the conquering countries usually do, which is like a method to spread their power over the country. Comma, or colon. This is just to divide into small governments, into small areas first, and then subjugate them all in order to make them less intense. Divide and conquer. It's a good example of subjugate. Vladimir Panat. I didn't see that coming. I hope it wasn't swill. It's really funny. At the end of this video, swill, I said, I hope the video wasn't swill. Maria Mikkonen, you are profound. Wow, thank you. That's high praise indeed. Thank you, much appreciated. My best ever teacher was alike. Wow, thank you, Maria. That's really kind of you. Thanks for that, for saying that. Makes me feel really good. Okay, Sheed. A flock of swifts scattered away as soon as I came close, letting me no chance of observation. I would probably say leaving me no chance, or giving me no chance, or not letting me observe them. Okay, so, a flock of swifts scattered away. That's good. Good use of scatter. Swifts. These are fast birds that fly. 105,000. We are waiting with bated breath from Ronan. Like I said earlier, I would guess Sunday night, Monday morning. We'll see. So, your videos are definitely conducive, that's the verb, to learning English. They help. They push you along the way. Thank you, Mohammed. And again, Mohammed, every time I watch any of your precious videos, I'm ebullient in a way I cannot even describe. Good English, no mistakes. Okay, Sheed. On the weekend, I would say at the weekend, but on for the Americans is perfectly fine. I like to wake up with the lark and starting off my early morning with a nice breakfast watching news. However, I dislike hearing youngsters larking around under my window late at night whilst trying to sleep. Good work, Sheed. Yeah? I might say I like to wake up and start without the ing. Yeah? If you want it, I like to wake up with the lark, comma, starting off my early morning with a nice breakfast watching the news. Okay, so ambivalent or ambiguous? I feel ambivalent about which video I should watch next. Good work, Fran. Great to see you watching. So I'm ambivalent. I'm in two minds, yeah? Ambiguous means something's not clear. You can't understand it. It has different possible interpretations. But ambivalence, the right word, Fran. So, solidade anco verne. Okay, thank you. So this is the quiz. So thank you very much, Solidade. Great to have you watching, Ronan. I'm also learning many wise things through your lesson, not English alone. Okay, the articles in these live streams are normally pretty interesting, so it's a good thing. Please make a video on vocabulary for sailors. Aye, aye, Captain Fernando. Vocabulary for sailors. Leeward is definitely a good word I've got for sailors. Leeward. L-E-E-W-A-R-D. Okay, Mohammed. Feeling downtrodden is one of the worst feelings we could feel ever. Okay, double use of feel, but it works. Feeling downtrodden is one of the worst things we could ever experience. Like that, you could avoid all those feels. So, to whet your appetite. A whetstone to sharpen. Thanks, Ronan. So, Jerem. Hi there, Jerem. My American dictionary lists all the meanings you talk about, but the only use of swill that I've heard has been to describe something terrible to drink. How can you drink that swill? It tastes like... Yes, fill in the blanks. Okay, this is interesting. Clearly the Americans only use it like this. The British use swill with all of these meanings. Swill the dishes, swill out your mouth. Yeah, he swilled his glass. In Britain, these are all reasonably common and everyone would know those meanings. Mohammed, I hate it a lot when I open up to a certain person. Good English. Bounce off my ideas. So, bounce my ideas off a person. Yeah, when I bounce my ideas off a person and I get that person scorning me, disdaining me, spurning me, giving me grief. Okay? Well done, Mohammed. And Mohammed reminds me of the word terse, which is used to give the same politeness by responding to someone briefly when you are supposed to do the opposite as a way of making them feel good. Yes, he was very terse. If people are terse, they give you a short answer when they should go into more detail. Please tell me the meaning of live out. Okay, so to live out, he lived out his days in a beautiful house in the country. To live all of, yeah? But normally to live out your life, to live all of your life, yeah? I'm trying to think if there's another meaning of live out. No, I think that's the idea of live out. To live all of. To live what is remaining of your life. Yeah? So from now till the end of your days. Okay, deliberate. Verb, come to a conclusion after careful consideration. A legal action. Contemplation. Thanks, Maria. Okay, Mohammed. Being privy works in a huge way. The situation is so susceptible. Okay, being privy to information. Being privy works well when a situation is very susceptible to changes. I think something like that, Mohammed. And, okay, yes, again, being privy works in a huge way in cases where the situation is very susceptible to small changes. Yeah? So being privy works in a huge way in cases where or when the situation is very susceptible to small things. Patricia, striving to cure narcissists of their delusions is like shuffling the deck chairs on the Titanic. You're quite right. It's very difficult. No, it's nigh on impossible to cure narcissists. Yeah? You just have to limit the damage they can do. So, Louise Stutz, definitely ahead. Ahead there's joy and gladness and rest for my weary soul. I know what lies ahead. Oak Ridge Boys song. So, thank you for the example, and you've definitely got the right answer there. Why are all the comments disappearing? This is YouTube playing up again. Yeah? I've done one or two things in your in my channel so that your comments don't disappear or they aren't held in limbo. But that's YouTube doing dreadful things. It's really frustrating. You write a lovely thing, you click publish, and it disappears. And you don't get it back. Very often when I do that, I actually copy what I've said before I click, because then I can paste it back again. Trial. Okay, you're trying to get it. What the heck is happening? Sob. Yeah, YouTube's being an SOB. That's what's happening. What the dickens is happening, Alexander? Please call me Alex, yeah? Okay, so what the dickens is happening? YouTube playing up. Why is the thing running round in circles? Okay, this is definitely YouTube problems. Here we go. So you finally got it through. Good evening, Alexander. This new format is full of frolic and fun. I cannot fathom how you managed to wade through all this quagmire. I love this word quagmire, this marsh, this bog, with such delightful and commendable panache. Thank you, I feel like an angel. Everything meshes and dovetails extremely well, fits together. I can only attribute the disappearance of some of the comments to the work of peevish parvenus who've taken umbrage to your ever-rising popularity. You probably used a word that YouTube doesn't like. Google is so small-minded about things. Okay, do go ahead with this format. You have carte blanche. In no way do I, so in no way plus inversion, to cramp your style, because it's clear you will scold again. I'm sorry, I apologise. My head is spinning, my heart is playing hopscotch, and if I don't keep my wits about me, I may well land in the Seine, the river in Paris. And you are aware my long-standing fear of alligators. She was talking about the Lacoste alligator in the past. Again, Monsieur Alexander. So thank you, Patricia. Well written. I'm sorry about the hassle that YouTube's giving me. So, VG, great to have you. Thank you, my friend. It's great to have you here. And thank you for this one. Okay, I'm glad you like this format as well. AZ Gaming. Hi, thank you for all your efforts. Great video. I'm trying on my own to prepare for the C2 exam. What I find very hard, however, is the writing part of the exam. Okay. Where they ask you to summarize writing a review, an article. I watched the videos you recommended to me, but I'm still struggling to do them adequately. So, my first comment, AZ, the way to get better with writing is do it again and again and again and again. Try and write an essay every day, yeah? And practice. And practice, and practice makes it better. Yeah? I don't know if you can do something to help. Do separate videos maybe. Or in your Sunday Live you can show us with real test examples how each type of writing question should be tackled. i.e. how to write an article, a review. In the Objective Proficiency Book PDF there are many tasks of that kind. I'm hoping with a lot of practice and professional help like yours, I'll get the hang of it eventually. Thank you very much in advance, my high regard. With the writing, practice, 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 practice. Try using adjectives and adverbs. Yeah, they look good. Try using a construction with it, an inversion. Under no circumstances should you do this. Try and include at least one present subjunctive, lest you be confused by this. What else? Yes, use some semicolons. Semicolons are great because it shows you understand punctuation. But the format generally is quite easy. You have an article or something, a proposition. Sport is not real anymore. So you write your first paragraph why you think this is true. You write your second paragraph with ideas against it. And then, wait a second, I've done this wrong. First paragraph is the introduction. So, some people say that sport is not real. This is related to the amount of money that goes into it and the huge budgets that are involved. Then write a paragraph in favour, a paragraph against, and then at the bottom, a paragraph giving your opinion. Also try to give examples, invent examples. It doesn't have to be true, it just has to be good English. So, Patricia, I'm convinced that Alexander goes through the daily grind with panache. Therefore, we hope he will go ahead with the new format with renewed vigour. He has carte blanche to do as he likes. In no way do we wish to cramp his style. He is an inspiration to all, especially in these troubled times when one has to go through the daily grind, or if one has an axe to grind. Okay, yeah, mixing the metaphors or mixing the idioms. That's a nice piece of writing again, Patricia. Okay, so have a wonderful weekend, and you too, and everybody listening as well, VG. The bags were loaded with a cornucopia of many different types of sweets. Wow, can I have one of those bags of sweets, VG? Please, gimme, gimme, gimme. The wall has been decorated with a pretty cornucopia. I really like this cornucopia design. The baby slept in the cot that has a cornucopia drawn on it. Sounds lovely. As soon as the swill was poured into the troughs, the pigs started eating it. Yeah, they started swilling it. They've swilled all the pop. That's why all of the bottles are empty. Good English again. So far, no corrections. I always swill my juice before drinking it. Good. After I swill these glasses, I'll go with you. Good English. The waves swilled around the boat when it started blowing hard. More good English. The food was swill and I decided to throw it out. Keep going, still no mistakes. And I think, okay, so I'll do Victor Gabriel's first. He's always talking swill and I prefer not to listen to what he says. Still no mistakes, VG. Yes, 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 yes. You're getting accurate. That's really good. Okay, polyglot. I Swear English is my favourite YouTube channel because it is a cornucopia of beneficial information. It's a great use of cornucopia, polyglot. Thank you so much from Syria. So, hi to you there in Syria. Okay, this is Rizgar. Your language video sessions are a cornucopia of great vocabulary. Thank you, Rizgar. The horn of plenty. Yeah, that's the cornucopia. The horn of the ram that gave suckle to I think it was Zeus. Yeah, I forget now. Okay, Luigi, thank you. Chiasmus. Wow, chiasmus is a complicated one. Thank you for watching, Luigi. And Mohammed, great one. A blemish, a mark, something that spoils. When I bought a mobile, I tried to make it have the same condition of the first time I bought it, but after a short period of time, it had been turned out to be totally blemished. Okay, so several things here. When I bought a mobile, I tried to, I would say, keep it in the same condition as the time I bought it, because the first time I bought it implies you bought it several times. So when I bought a mobile, I tried to keep it in the same condition as when I bought it. But after a short period of time, it turned out to be totally blemished. It ended up being totally blemished, covered in marks. Mohammed, burden. Can it be used metaphorically to give the same meaning as debt? Absolutely. The financial burden of the company is killing me. I was burdened with the necessity of paying the money off to my father. I like this off as well. Pay off, very definitely. Yes, this works really well, Mohammed. Okay, live. Hi there, live. So, well, water log. That's not bad. The answer to this one is drift. Yeah? Drift. To move with the wind and the waves. This is a piece of driftwood, and that's why the picture. Okay, flunky, another of my favourite words. Thanks for outlining the origins. Fascinating. The origins of words are really interesting. Thank you for watching, Flunky, and thank you for commenting. Transgood. You need to include the spelling of the words. Thank you for your efforts. Okay, yes. Well, normally you get the spelling in the title. But yes, look at the title. Spelling can be a problem if a European style alphabet is not yours. Mohammed, second guessing is such a bad thing. Good start. Especially when I'm talking with a person in a position of power. More good English. But sometimes it's a good thing when it has managed to show you the rational directions. The rational direction to take. Yes, because very often we think about things immediately with our heart, and then we start thinking about it more and our mind starts to kick in. To quaff, to knock back, absolutely. Abazar mada. Okay, yes, to knock back, to quaff, to drink. Very good. Akshat. Profusion should be synonymous with this word. A cornucopia of, a profusion of. Very definitely. I have had a cornucopia of books ever since I was born. Good English, Akshat. Good example. I wonder if there is any difference between did and used to. Not much. For example, I used to think she was married versus I thought that she was married. Okay, this used to, it says that this was something you thought in the past, but you definitely don't think it now. I used to be able to run 100 meters in 30 seconds, but I can't anymore. Okay, whereas I thought that she was married, maybe I still have that belief. I thought she was married. I thought she was married. It depends. This thought, it might be something you've stopped believing, but it might also continue. Okay, Akshat, even though she has a cornucopia of dresses to wear, plural, she struggles to select a dress every day. Good, Akshat. So, Bennett Gwynn, I would like to thank you, please. Thank you. To please chime in on the current government overreach in Canada. Thanks. Oof, yes, let's see. There is this strike, and they're blocking, and the government is going over the top. They should take a much more libertarian view. Yeah, when the government starts to get heavy-handed, that's not a good thing. Okay, Mark P. Hello. She took ill a day before he left. She took ill a day before he was leaving. Nuances are different in these two sentences, aren't they? Okay, yes. Let's see. Before he left, we definitely know he left. She took ill a day before he was leaving. So he changed his plans. Yeah? But if you say she took ill a day before he left, then a day later he definitely left. Also, before he was leaving, before he was going to leave, or before he was going to be leaving, this has more an idea of action, or more of an intention. Let's see, before he was leaving. This is like a future in the past. I am leaving at 4 o'clock today. Before he was leaving. This is more to do with a plan, whereas the first one, he left, it's definite that he went. Okay, all in. It's not unusual to be all in early, so exhausted, frazzled, not to say frazzled at work, when one is getting on a bit. Yeah, well, I'm getting on a bit. So notice, all in, I'm exhausted. But you could also buy a holiday that's all in, meaning everything included. So does that price include all in? Is everything included? Yeah, that's another meaning for all in. And Rupanta, lots of love from Bangladesh. So, hi to you in Bangladesh, Rupanta. And yes, Sheed, this picture is Wonder Woman, so wonder is the answer. Very good. AZ Gaming 2. There are a cornucopia of reasons why we are not proficient in the English language, Mohammed, pout. I already knew it, but I don't mind watching it being taught by you. I already knew it, but I don't mind watching it being taught by you. Mohammed, in order to be fluent in English, you have to undergo the difficulties you might face on your way. Good English, Mohammed. Well done. Okay, Irfan. There is a cornucopia of videos on Alex's channel which helps people learn English. Yes, that sounds very good. Okay, I'm just going to renew this because I'm sure there are a whole pile more that have been sent while I've been blaring away, harping on here away, definitely. And where does it start? Okay, so we were with Irfan, and the next one, Neog. I've noticed many learn in this platform whose command of English is above par. Many a learner, ER. No, I'm sorry, I couldn't make it. I'm feeling a bit off colour today. A bit under the weather and below par. So above par, better than usual. Below par, worse than usual. Let's see, Neog, you're right. Almost everybody who comes into my channel speaks pretty good English. Yeah, to be able to cope with me at the speed I'm blah blah blahing, you need to be pretty good. It's not easy. Irfan, I swilled my mouth with mouthwash to alleviate the pain. Good English, Irfan. Good example. Neog, this must be a classic trait of introvert people of an introvert person. To keep oneself to oneself. To keep oneself to oneself. To keep to oneself is to avoid other people. So, yes, it's a classic trait of introvert people. They are the ones who keep things to themselves, and they tend to be reclusive by default. That's great, Neog. And Jerem. Politicians in the USA have a cornucopia of insanely stupid things to say. An overabundance, a plethora of cringe-worthy comments. Oh, the delights of the land of living in the land of plenty. Yes, but having plenty sometimes is not such a good thing. Yeah, if you've just got enough, it's much better. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's enough for this evening. There'll be another one out tomorrow. So, if you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. Please comment, and I'll see you soon. Bye, bye, bye.